Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec, and welcome to another edition of Tips and Tricks. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a layered tag embellishment. Actually, I made one maybe a month ago in a process video, and I had a few requests to do this again, but this time a little slower. So that's what I'm going to do today. Also, by default, at the end of this video, I'm going to talk a bit about my approach to creating coordinating pages, creating double page spreads when one page is already done. Now, as you can see, the page on the left, I did that already. Actually, I did it on YouTube about a week ago, so I will put a link to that process video in the information box below. And today, what I'm doing is completing the coordinating page, the double page to that. So I have a spot for an embellishment cluster as well as my title. So I'm going to make one of these layered tag embellishments. I'm starting with a plain tag. I made mine with a Stampin' Up! Tag punch. Mine's about 2 inches wide and about 5 inches long. And what I'm doing is basically layering up stickers in my case. You can use ephemera, you can use whatever embellishments you want. But when I do this, I always start with the larger pieces. So I kind of went around the tag clockwise really and stuck down stickers that were fairly large. I'm not overthinking this because this collection goes with my theme, and it's actually an exercise I like to do when I want to just have fun. I don't want to think about it, and I also want to use up leftovers, and that's what I'm doing here. Now what I'm doing with that snowflake is I added a bit of cardstock behind it, and in this case I'm adding some foam adhesive. So when I create these layered tags and I go around and I start filling up the blank spots, I do add foam adhesive to a few pieces. Actually, on this tag, I end up only adding foam adhesive to 2 pieces, so I don't do it to a whole lot of them, but I do it to a few pieces. It just adds a little bit more dimension to the tag. But there's already a lot of dimension and texture going on, simply because I'm doing a lot of layering. Now what I'm doing is I'm adding foam adhesive to another piece. That's the second piece, a little piece of hot cocoa that's going in the bottom. And as you can see, I am finishing off this with smaller pieces. Again, just filling in those white spots, the blank spots. I'm tucking in a few birds here, one to the right and one to the left. I'm kind of determined to use at least 10 pieces on this tag. Now, depending on the size of the embellishments, some tags can hold a lot more decorations than others. Now, the smaller the pieces, the more you can fit on the tag. The one I did about a month ago on YouTube, I think I had, I don't know, 15 or 17 or 20 pieces on it. This one has 10, but I'm happy with how it looks now. And I'm going to add a bit of twine to the bottom because it is a tag. I also want to point out that even though I started with a tag that was 2 inches wide by 5 inches long, the actual embellishment cluster is a fair amount larger because I overlap the decorations to the right, to the left, on top. Again, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just piling stuff on. And it's for that reason I didn't adhere my title right away, because I didn't know how much room this tag was going to take. So I'm going to adhere that to my page, and I have my embellishment cluster already made, and then I will adhere my title along the side of it. Now it's at this point I want to talk a little bit about creating a double page spread when one page is already created. Now, on the internet, there is so much inspiration out there, but a lot of it is for single page layouts, and often it's for layouts with 1, maybe 2 photos. They're fun, they're gorgeous, and they're really a lot of fun to do. But in my case, I need to make multi-photo layouts simply because I have too many photos and too many albums. So what I often do is I'll create one page with 1 or 2 photos, fewer photos anyway. I have fun with that. And then what I do is I create a page that has 4, 5, and sometimes 6 photos on it. And it often looks like this. really simple layouts, a border with the photos all lined up on the page, and one kind of main embellishment cluster. Exactly what I did here today. It goes together quickly, and in that case it permits me to add a whole bunch of photos onto a layout. And it also permits me to have fun with all that inspiration out there on YouTube and Pinterest and all of that. So that's my layout for today, or my layered tag I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Scrapbooking Quebec if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.